motherfucker knew he was going to record the episode and he ain't got shit ready.
Nope, I don't got a motherfucking thing
Hell
ready.
with you, fool.
You don't like it? Shut the fuck up. And so, yeah, they're banging in the pool. There's a fucking orgy going on in the pool. Gotta clean the pool.
Yeah. If the movie has any redeeming quality whatsoever, it's his fucking role. Crapulé.
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 This whole story
yes.
is crapulé. Hello, and welcome back to your 65th favorite podcast, What the Suck.
Well, I would hope like number 3.
Well, I'm being a little more
Up
realistic.
there a little bit.
Yeah, I'm your host, Chris. Joining me across the table is my boy, James.
What's up, peoples?
So tonight we have season 4, episode 22, and it is a humdinger, let me tell you.
That's right, big pimp. Tell them what we got going on.
So it's pretty much the opposite of what we had last week with Navy SEALs versus demons. It's just as long, unfortunately, but it does not feel as long because it starts and it just doesn't stop.
Nope.
It just goes.
We actually get some action.
Right. There's I think there's fewer kills, but unlike last week's movie, this one does not take itself seriously. It actually is it's a spoof parody.
Yes, it is.
So that kind of helps it, kind of doesn't help it, but we'll see how it goes in the end. But we're talking about Snake Outta Compton.
Snake Outta Compton.
Snake Outta Compton. Rated R, released in 2018, a rap group on the verge of signing their first record deal is the city's only, and I do mean only, hope in a battle with a giant mutating snake monster. Yes, you heard that right.
Snake monster.
Giant mutating. It's dumb DMC versus a giant snake. So it's directed by Hank Braxton. Writers are Hank Braxton, Tim Johnson, and James Kundlik. And it stars a bunch of people. I'll get to that in a second. But I just want to tell you that there is a Rotten Tomatoes on it, but it's only an audience score, not a critic score. But
well, it has 4 reviews, it says, but it doesn't really give any scores.
Which means that they're all negative.
They must be.
No. Actually, I'm looking at it now.
Holy shit, we got 3 fresh.
3 out of the 4 are fresh. So
holy fuck.
Good for you. But it does have, with fewer than 50 ratings, the audience score is a high 71.
Which, unfortunately, the title alone was enough to win us over because we knew it'd be cheesy. We knew it'd be a shitty horror movie, whatever. But normally, that's way too fucking high for this show.
Right. But I think it also helped that they fully embrace the spoof, the parody.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is not only is this a spoof or parody, but believe it or not, this is a spiritual sequel to the Samuel L. Jackson classic Snakes on a Plane.
Yes, it is.
So,
and it's acted with Wayans-like comedy proficiency.
Yeah,
when their kind of style of humor.
Yes,
that's what I thought when I was watching, and I said it's almost like a Wayans brother kind of production. The way the guys were acting and stuff.
It definitely feels like that. Yeah, and it steals from so many different movies and genres. It steals from the Wayans and their don't drink menace. Don't be a menace when drinking juice in the hood or whatever.
Exactly.
It steals from Training Day. It steals heavily from Training Day.
Oh God.
And just any 80s, 90s, South Central.
I put it House Party meets Training Day. That's basically how
Which is funny because the two guys, not Cam, because Cam is the hardcore guy, but Ethan and Bees, Knees, and Dens, the duo. I wrote them in my notes as Kid and Gay.
Yep. Because
that's what it reminded me of. So, but yeah, this movie is a lot of fun. We'll get to it here in a second. So we got take Snake Outta Compton. I gave the ratings, everything. I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
can activate the reptilian stem cells in this newly hatched snake, the potential for growth will be nearly unlimited. It works! It works!
Welcome to Compton, California. In order to work these streets, you gotta be these streets, huh? You gotta taste these streets. You gotta know what the dealers are selling.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm lactose intolerant, man.
You think the dealers care if you lactose intolerant? Huh? Everybody in this town thinks they're a rapper. You think I care about you kids and your crunk dubstep Bieber believer bullshit? We got the biggest gig of our lives tomorrow.
I got you all into uppercase records.
We mean with the head cat himself. We get signed, yeah, we be ballin'. Yeah!
Pinball! I can hear your lame-ass beats a mile away. Ali John! I thought I recognized the sound of your AK-47. You better have my money. Crime in progress! Crime in progress! Get the car, rookie! You forgot your ice cream!
My snake, has anyone seen my snake?
A mutated snake? Oh, what the fuck?
My invention supercharged it with unstable molecules, and now it's growing at an uncontrollable rate.
Holy Mary J. Blige!
What you saying is big enough to eat this Twinkie.
It's not a big Twinkie. My ding dong is bigger than that.
Yeah.
Oh my God! There's a snake terrorizing Compton!
You gotta help me capture it so I can run more tests.
We catch this snake, and I'll be famous. We talking about the cover of Time magazine? Maybe even YouTube. That was a snake! You know I hate snakes! Fuck the police! Oh!
If you are such a goddamn artist, why don't you bust a rhyme right now?
You standing right here in this very spot in this strip club. Stepping to me?
Any moron can bust a rhyme, right?
Oh! Ho, ho.
I'm flowing with J's, bros to the touch, ice flood in my veins. West is the style we claim. 1989, yeah, the snake, I'm cold blooded. I be slide through your city life. Slide through your city life. Yeah.
Stick your shrimpy little girl hands down the drain and just pull the snake out.
Oh, God. I lost my watch.
Okay, so when I say this is a spiritual sequel to Snakes on a Plane, what I mean is the very first scene in the movie is a plane going overhead, and then you hear in the background Samuel Jackson's character, Neville, saying,
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane! Everybody strap in! I'm about to open some fucking windows.
Then a snake falls out of the plane.
Yes, it does.
So they're literally going off of that movie, and one of the snakes that he throws off is what perpetuates this whole movie.
And it's falling with extreme style too.
Yes, it is.
It's weaving and ducking and going back and forth, and it's like slithering through the air.
Yeah, but so the snake's falling through the sky. That's kind of the intro, and then it hits a car. And then we get introduced to one of our first characters, who initially I called Fake Urkel.
Yep.
Because he's a nerdy black kid with big glasses.
That's exactly who he's supposed to be.
Right. Turns out his name is actually Verkel.
With a V.
V-U-R-K-E-L. So it's not that far off. But he finds it, and he finds an egg as well. And he picks it up. Oh, and by the way, I meant to mention that the car that the snake hits belongs to the two detectives who, throughout the movie, are the quote unquote training day detectives. You've got the one that got. Matter of fact, the mentor is named Denz. Come on. And then his partner is Ethan Hawke.
They just call that is right.
Yeah,
they did call him Ethan, didn't they?
His name is Ethan. So they're not even pretending that they're stealing from
that's deliberate
from Training Day. Yeah. So Urkel is there, and then the girl that he likes, his AKA Laura, shows up, and then the other kid and gay shows up, which are what's the guy's name? Bee's Knees.
Yep.
And what was the other guy's name?
Bee's Knees and shit.
Not shit. Shit is
Nut
not his
butter.
Name. Nut butter.
Hell, I don't know.
Pinball.
Pinball and Bee's Knees.
So I was mistaken earlier. It's not Dens and Bee's Knees. It's Pinball and Bee's Knees are the kid and gay. So anyway, so Urkel finds the snake and he finds the egg, and then, you know, this is the whole typical thing where they're making fun of him for being a nerd, and he's like, no, it's really scientific thing. And so he takes it, and he takes the snake. So the egg that died, he finds it, or the snake that died, he finds the egg. The egg hatches.
That's because it got jizzed on. When they drove up in the car, the snake got squashed, and I think it jizzed the damn egg out, and he grabbed it.
Right. So he takes it in and takes it into a tank in his room because he has another snake that's in there. And he has this gun that he's worked on that's supposed to, I don't remember if it's supposed to increase his coolness or just supposed to increase something, but he aims it towards the snake and begins to blast it with rays.
With these and I'm sitting there going, really, kid?
So it's also a mix of like a 1950s sci-fi B movie as well, because you got the ray making a giant, which is like how all the giants in the movies, you know, Tech 50-Foot Woman, all that shit got big. And so at the same time, you got you got Bee's Knees and Pinball talking about today's the day they're gonna get the record deal.
They're gonna get theirs, damn it. They're gonna get theirs.
They have to wait for their boy Cam, and then Cam comes rolling up on this trike looking all cool and shit. And then they go inside to I guess where Verkel lives, and there's a house party going on. Verkel's down in the basement.
There's a party going on here.
And then at some point, okay, so what's his face? Not Kid. Yeah, Kid and Gay. Pinball is the DJ. Cam is the rapper.
Yep.
What Bee's Knees is, I don't fucking know. But So
Token Whitey.
I guess, right? Or
more of a Token Whitey's kind of.
He's like the roadie, I guess.
Yep.
So Verkel starts to shoot the snake with the ray. Then, after that happens, while that's happening upstairs, what's his name? Pinball starts on the turntables.
Yep.
But when he does that, he like turns the power up, and then for some reason, it like takes all the power in the house, and Verkel's ray shuts down.
Yep. Now, what I like about this ray, what's hilarious, is it looks like Star Trek or the Star Wars tractor beam.
Oh, the meter. Yeah. I remember
it's actually pretty cool looking.
He built it because he was going to use it on his schlong.
But
he wanted to try it on a real snake first.
He wanted to try on a real snake before he shoot his snake.
Right. But when that happens, the snake grows to a normal size snake size, and then all of a sudden it wraps around the other snake and starts to have sex with the other snake.
It's hilarious.
But yeah, so inside the house, Pinball is throwing down the ones and twos. You've got Cam rapping. This is one of my probably only gripes with the film is that at this point, and later on in the movie, when they start laying down the ones and twos, and then Cam starts rapping, the audio mix is so bad I can't hear a goddamn thing Cam is saying, and that really pisses me off because I want to hear. I'm sure I have to hear it on headphones, but
that's how they sound on stage anyway. Motherfucker, yeah, motherfucker, yeah.
We watched it on a big screen TV with a banging sound system.
Yep.
And that's how I knew the sound mix was so bad, because I couldn't hear what he was saying. It was taken over by the music. But I want to see if the cleverness of what their quote unquote cleverness of their writing goes into what he's rapping. I want to see what he's rapping about, you know. By the way, I just want to point out, at this house party, I thought it was a costume party, because at this house party in the kitchen, when Cam is talking to the Laura girl, in the kitchen, there's some dude in the corner talking to two others, and he's got a fucking horse mask on. Some other dude has a fucking Where's Waldo hat on.
And then you got this skinny ass crack girl, this white crack girl's got a big huge carrot top wig on.
Yeah.
With a bandana and a big ass fake grill.
She is their manager who is getting them a audition with.
But she looked like she was in a costume too. So it was hilarious.
May I want to point out, with Uppercase Records.
That's right.
Not Capital Records.
Not Capital.
Uppercase. Anyway, so all that happens, and then at some point the snake gets out of the cage.
Of course he does. We ain't got no movie. The snake don't get loose.
Exactly. But this is when one of my favorite characters shows up. I call him Gangster Jesse Hughes. Now, for those who don't know who Jesse Hughes is, there's a band that I like called Eagles of Death Metal.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse Hughes is the lead singer. He also is lead singer for another band, whatever. Anyway, this dude, and I don't remember what the guy's name is. What is the guy's name? Hang on. It is I think it's Alley Jaws, isn't it?
Yep. Alley Jaws. That's his character's name.
Because the guy looks nothing like the dude on the... Yeah, it is. Okay.
That's him.
Yeah, so Alley Jaws. The guy's name is Alley Jaws. Now, he comes in with his hair. He's got long hair, but he's got it back up on top like in a sort of ponytail.
Yep.
He's got the aviator glasses. He's got the black tight mesh shirt.
Oh, Lord.
He's got the jeans. But the best thing, he's got this fucking gold AK-47.
Gold AK.
And he runs up on them talking about, where's my money at? He
shot up the house, too. He actually did shoot the house.
Yeah. But he comes with his 4 hoes, too.
Yep.
His posse of hoes.
Because he mean business.
But the funny thing is, so he came to get money from what's that fool's name?
And that's one of the funniest lines was say, because you know how his bitches would repeat him.
Yes.
And he's like, what do you mean I owe you that much? And he goes, compound interest, bitch. And the girls are all like, compound interest, bitch.
And they start going into a spiel about what compound interest is and how it relates. But so then he starts fighting with Pinball.
Yep.
And then Cam comes out, and then he starts fighting with Cam. He gets Cam on the ground, and I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, Cam's on the ground, and Jesse's over him, and Cam turns and sees the snake crawling through the grass, so he picks up the snake and bitch slaps Jesse with him. Alley Jaws with it.
Yep.
But then Grandma Jones shows up.
Oh God, Grandma gonna shut this down.
Grandma comes in from behind with her walker.
Yep.
And a gun.
And she don't give a shit. She walked right up on old white trash
and yeah and she. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's not. It's a Uzi. She comes in with a damn Uzi.
Yep.
And tells him to get his white ass and his nasty hose
off
of the property. And he does, because it's Grandma with an Uzi.
That's Grandma. Yeah, you don't mess with Grandma.
Even with his gold AK-47.
Yep.
But then, so they leave, and then you see Grandma Jones tries to hit him up for some weed. He don't have any. Gotta love Grandma Jones. And then she starts walking down an alley. She runs into the snake in an alley.
Yep. And we get, unfortunately,
an off-screen kill.
Grandmama did.
Grandma Jones.
Snake got him because Snake got out the tank while Urkel was watching the fight.
Yeah.
Urkel.
So then we cut to what I call faking day, which is the training day one.
Yeah.
And they're buying ice cream. I think this is a kind of funny scene because you've got the guy who's playing Denzel's character.
And they're trying to be all hard, but they fucking gay this shit up because they start sharing a fucking ice cream bar. It's like, eat that ice cream, bitch, and he starts nibbling.
The funny thing is, like, he's making him eat it but Ethan doesn't want to eat it because he's lactose intolerant, but he's like, eat the fucking ice cream. You want to be a cop. You want to be in the hood. You eat the ice cream, bitch.
Fine, I'll eat it. And he's sitting there chewing on it, and he lean over cussing at him, and he's biting it and shit.
And this brings us probably my second favorite, or probably my favorite scene in the movie. Okay, so everything went down with Gangster Jesse Hughes, right?
Yep.
When he leaves, he left his AK-47.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, and apparently where the cops are getting ice cream is just down the block or across the street from where this is going on. So, what happens is after Jesse leaves, the white manager, picks up the gun and is looking at it, playing with it. Ethan, the cop who's eating ice cream, says, I think there's something going on over there. And the black cop looks over. He sees the white girl with the gun. He was like, oh, no, that's just, they're fine, whatever.
That's right.
Turns back around.
Oh, God,
and then Cam grabs it from her and says, don't do that. Don't play with that. It's dangerous, whatever. Grabs it from her. Black cop turns back around and says, crime in progress. Let's go.
Yeah, that was funny.
So they run over to where Cam and they are because Cam has the gun, and it's a play on cops and racial stereotypes, but it's just so funny. But yeah, so then Cam and Verkel get arrested.
Oh God.
And so they're in the back of the faking day cop cars. Then we cut to homeless dudes.
Yep.
And this was it's not overly clever, but maybe it's just the delivery. But the scene was funny. So we cut to the homeless dudes and two guys, and they're talking about sleeping in the tents, and whatever they're doing. One guy goes to take a dump, and when the black guy goes to take a dump.
Yep.
When he's taking a dump, I don't know why I don't know what it is with our show and slithery things entering orifices.
Yeah.
But it seems to be a theme.
It seems to be a theme.
The snake goes up his butt.
Yep.
Yeah. And so then it cuts to the other guy sleeping in the tent, and all of a sudden his tent opens. And what's so funny is that when the tent opens,
the scraggly, dirty white dude inside that goes, "Hey, get out of here, you homeless piece of shit," or something.
Get out of my tent, you homeless piece of shit. And he's fucking homeless. I was like, what the fuck?
That was fucking hilarious. And then the snake bursts out of his chest for
Kill 1.
Yeah, 2454. The snake does an alien chest burster out of him and kills him, and then eventually kills the white guy who said, "Get out of my tent, you homeless piece of shit," which is fucking hilarious.
But unfortunately, that's also off screen.
That one's off screen, so we can't call that. So,
nope.
Oh shit! I must have. Hold on, I skipped some notes. Hang on. Damn, did I skip some notes? I sure did.
Hey, what's wrong with you, fool?
Holy shit!
Damn.
Okay. Yeah, here's why I skipped notes. Okay, so then. Okay, so it cuts back to Kid and Gay and the manager talking, and they have to get Cam out of jail because he's the star of the show. They have to have
well, they're doing an audition.
Thank you. So Pinball and Bee's Knees come up with the brilliant idea to rob a store.
Yep.
So they put on fucking luchador masks.
They got a Nacho Libre and a Rey Mysterio wrestling mask on.
They put the mask
on.
Fucking
hilarious.
Oh, and then they get fake cap guns, and they go to spray paint the orange tip. The funny thing is, one of the guns is silver, and they spray paint the tip with black, so it's just like half it's like black and half it's not. So it's just fucking stupid. So they go to the store, and this is another funny scene. They go to the store, and they roll up on the cashier, and they pull the guns and tell them to rob him. And the cashier he's like, "Look, you guys are doing this all wrong." Okay?
He's the owner of the store, and he's encouraging them to rob him. He says, "Here, take the money."
He's like, "I got insurance."
And
so
the ATM machine's over here. Yeah, he says, "I got insurance. Take it all."
Yeah, take that.
I'll get paid.
And so at one point, they're trying to open the cat. He gives them a crowbar to open the ATM.
Exactly. He's trying to show them how to commit the crime.
And they're trying to open it, but he goes over there. He's like, "Here, give me that fucking thing." And he opens the ATM for them. Yeah. He's like, "Rob me. I have insurance. I'll cash it in. I'll fucking leave this store."
That's right.
But before that happens, he calls him out for being bad robbers, and Pinball throws the gun at his head, hits him in the head with the plastic gun because they don't know how to fucking rob a store. Apparently, because they're not gangsters,
idiots.
But then we go back to Faking Day, and by this time, the snake is fucking huge. It is like...
And all of a sudden, apparently every time it eats, it grows. It like triples in size.
It's like now like the size of like a bus or something.
Yeah, it's huge.
And so because
it's got Grandma Walker inside. You know?
True.
Grandma Walker
and the bums.
And the bums, yep.
So as they're taking away Cam and Verkle, the snake grabs onto the back of their car. Verkle's like, "Did you hear that?" And the cop was like, "Nope." And then he takes off. And drags the snake with him for like 5 or 6 blocks.
Snake's just like cruising.
And then the snake happens to let go near the convenience store.
Yep.
Where where Pinball and Bee's Knees are robbing it.
Hangs a left down the alley.
It also happens to be where the cops decide to go to get some food.
How convenient.
How convenient.
Gotta get
convenience store.
Gotta get the snake in the right place.
It's the most convenient convenience store
That's
ever.
right.
So the cops show up there. And Cam or Pinball and Bee's Knees sees them, and they go to run out, but they're caught by Dens. And I know they're gonna run out, and then they see the snake in the front of the store, so they go around the back. They're caught by Dens, who pushes them back inside, and then at 33:01 we get our next kill when the snake busts in.
Yep.
Grabs the store owner by the legs.
Mr. Chin, he's gone.
As he's being eaten, he shouts out, "Fuck the police." For
Kill 2.
That was funny. I'm saying it's well placed, well-meaning humor. There's no serious message with any of this. Of course, like you said, it's parody. So, no, there ain't nothing against the police, but the way he said that shit when he was getting sucked into the snake.
Yeah.
The police.
It wasn't scared. It
just
wasn't
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the cop's fault.
No, he just wanted to say it.
He just said it.
And speaking of police, then at that point, the fake Denzel guys, he actually starts fighting the fucking snake. The big-ass snake, punching it. And
dancing around, and he was landing some good shots.
And he manages to scare it off, and it like crashes through a toilet, goes down into a pipe.
Yep.
And Pinball and Bee's Knees end up stealing a cop car with Cam and Virkel in the back. And then Denzel tells Ethan to stick his hand down the pipe to grab the snake. And when he does, he sticks it down there, and the snake bites his fingers.
Takes them off. Bye.
I don't know why. So then
I'm sitting there wondering why the snake's still there. Snake, I thought it'd be gone, long gone, but
I mean, and I'm thinking a snake that big would have took the whole hand off, not 3 fingers.
Exactly.
But again, we're thinking too much
about less fit down in that hole.
Right, exactly. So then the guys, the gang, the 4 guys, they end up at a strip club where the Laura girl works, I guess as a waitress or something.
Yep.
So then at 38.29,
we finally get some RTs. We get a nice variety of RTs.
For all the strippers that are there, yeah.
Now, this movie didn't need the rescue titties, but they're always nice to have them.
It would have been fine without it.
It would have.
Yeah, but
it would have.
It's always a welcome addition.
Because, like I said, if people haven't ever heard the term before, we use the term rescue titties for movies that have to have gratuitous nudity to maintain the interest of the viewer.
Not even gratuitous, just some.
Just some.
Yeah, something to kind of make it worth it.
But in this case, we were already rolling, laughing. It was stupid. It was funny. We were having a good time.
And it just so happened.
But that's just a bonus.
I don't know if he owns it, but the Ghetto Jesse Hughes guy, the Alley Jaws, either works there or owns it because he's there with his hose.
Yep.
Which is where the Laura girl works. And so he challenges Cam to a rap battle. And so he gets up, and his rap battle sounds worse than Vanilla Ice's scene from Turtles 2, the Go Ninja Go Ninja Go.
It sounds worse than the first rap off in Malibu. Was it Malibu's Most Wanted? When he tries to do it and gets booed the fuck off the stage. And
then again, Cam goes on, and then again you can't hear him because the fucking sound makes it so bad. I can't hear a fucking word he's saying. But then Snake breaks in, and we get a quick boom, 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 boom of kills.
Yep.
Starting at 43:50. What happens in that one? No, I'm sorry. That's an off-screen kill. Sorry.
I just have it listed as the snake busts in the club and starts fucking up some clubbers.
43:54.
43:54. We get 43:54 isn't quite there yet. It's eating other people. It's eating. I think eating. It has eaten a few of the clubbers
off screen.
But then the good thing is, we counted it because I said it fucks up some clubbers, and I just counted it as kill 3 because.
So kill 3, I have it bites a dude in half.
There you go.
So
that's probably it.
So
kill 3.
It bites a dude in half, but I think we can both agree on kill 4 being
the best,
specific and awesome.
I think it's one of the best creature kills I've ever seen.
So what happens, James?
Well, being a
RT aficionado.
We got one of the big titty strippers gets wrapped up by the snake, and it squeezes her until her titties explode.
And it explodes on the screen.
And it's obviously their implants exploding, and it sprays this white milky shit all over these guys.
All over the screen, all over the guys.
So all the silicone or whatever sprayed out. And the guy's like, oh shit, I got titty juice all over me.
Kill 4.
Which was a shame because she was actually kind of hot.
But it was great. It was
great.
Then at 44:30, we get.
I call that one hoedown for.
Kill 5.
And I'm trying to remember the circumstances.
Oh, wait. Hang on.
Why don't you get to the spot?
Yeah, I have somebody. She explodes. So I want to see why she explodes. Before we get to that one, I do want to point out that we are at 44 minutes into the movie. And already this movie has had way more entertaining factor, way more story, way more script, way more character building than the last one did at 40 minutes in.
Oh God!
So this is the kind of shit that helps cleanse the palate.
Yes. Problem is, I have that listed as the last kill.
Yeah, that is the last kill. That's what I have too.
Yep.
Yeah, because the other one that gets swallowed at the end, he doesn't die.
Nope.
He comes out. So.
He does. He gets yacked out or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he does like a.
It'd be hilarious. It'd be funnier if they got shit out.
Oh yeah, that'd be fucking.
That would
hilarious.
be fucking hilarious. Yeah, there's the guy who got bit in half.
Mm-hmm. That's what that is. Yeah, that's what. Okay, so then at 44:30, the snake grabs onto somebody and is shaking the person, and then there's a girl standing near it, and what happens is the snake is shaking the other person so hard that it runs into the girl with the person in its mouth,
and they both explode.
And they both fucking explode. Yeah,
Kill 5.
And you got blood all over the camera.
I mean, she's awesome. Fucking gone. Yeah. So then Cam decides to jump on the snake and is trying to ride it like fucking Luke on the. But
that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. And then one of the girls starts to fight the snake, or the Laurel girl starts fighting the snake off. And then I'm trying to remember why this happens, but I don't know if he gets knocked out or hit or something. Cam gets knocked out. He has like a near-death experience.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny, again, so random but so funny. He goes to heaven, or he has an out-of-body experience where he goes to heaven, and while he's there, he sees first Tupac.
He sees Tupac.
Then he runs into Biggie. Then all of a sudden, this dude with this mustache and beard come out, and Cam goes, Rutherford B. Hayes,
19th president of the United States.
It's just so fucking random. First of all, that it would be Hayes. Second of all, that he would know that shit. But
that is funny.
It's just like Tupac and Biggie. I get it; they're rap idols. Fucking Rutherford B. Hayes. This makes no goddamn sense.
But it's the kind of nonsensical humor that makes this damn movie so funny. So.
Yeah. So Verkle ends up making an antidote, and he takes it to the cops at training day. But what we failed to mention at this point was that Verkle had been bitten by the snake.
Yep.
And so because of that, I think because of how the snake grew or whatever, Verkle was starting to show signs that he was becoming more snake-like.
Yes.
So what happens is he takes the antidote to the cops, the faking day. They have him in an interrogation room. He tells them, this is the antidote. You need to get it to the snake, inject it in the snake.
Big ass purple, a big giant ass fucking
syringe
with a flimsy ass needle.
So he gives it to the cops, and then Denzel, without even thinking, pulls his gun out and fucking shoots Urkel right there in the fucking interrogation room.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you think, holy shit.
And
he's just overreacting and shit. That's hilarious.
But what's funny is on the way out, like Ethan's like, oh, we need to tell somebody, we need to call, we need to have somebody clean up. And Denzel's like, nah, we cops do whatever we want. Ain't that right? Cool. And he's high-fiving all the other cops on the way out. And he's like, it's great to be a fucking cop. And
that's right.
And the other cop's like, yeah, high-five and shit. But then, of course, because he's not human anymore, Verkle survives the gunshots. And he's turning more into a snake.
Starts speaking with longer S's.
Yeah. So then everybody, all the guys, all the gang goes back to their house to take a break and sort of come up with a new plan or whatever. So it's Laura, Pinball, Bee's Knees, Cam, and the manager. So they're all at the house. And so while they're there, Cam and the girl start talking, and she has a thing for Cam, and so they start making out and trying, almost fucking or whatever.
Yep.
And Verkle shows up and is looking through the window and sees it, and so he gets pissed off because he's in love with her.
Of course he is.
So then he calls the snake to him, and then he starts fucking the snake.
That's right. He starts pounding the snake on the front lawn.
They come out of the house in the front lawn,
and he's working. And Verkle's
working. He's working the snake ass.
Getting that snake ass.
So fucking weird. So they grab him, and they all take him, and they all go on a bus to get him away from the snake.
Yep.
But the snake follows the bus, and then at one point, I think the driver fell off or got kicked off or whatever. Cam or the girl's driving the bus, and they're doing like a speed thing.
Oh yeah.
Where they're trying to get away from the snake, but then they, like in Speed, they go to like a bridge that's not finished yet.
That's it.
Okay, so then what happens is while they're driving and the bridge is going out, Bee's Knees decides to go ahead and use his rope belt that he has.
Yeah, Whitey finally does something good in the movie.
And so he starts pulling his belt off, and it's like fucking 20 feet long.
And there's like 30 of them swinging on this fucking...
And so he's able to get it up to like a light pole or something, and the snake's on top of the bus. And he gets it on a light pole, and they all swing away from the bus as it crashes and explodes in a fucking glorious explosion. And then they all just land like nothing.
And the snake's on top like, fuck. Yeah.
They just land like it's no big deal, like do it all the fucking time. So then we cut to Faking Day. Faking Day again. They have the antidote. And they realize at that point, I don't know if Verkle told them or they figured out, but the snake being a snake, responds to vibration.
Mm-hmm.
So they decide to go to Uppercase Records.
They go to Uppercase Records, go up on the roof
for their party audition they were having.
And there just happens to be a mixing table and some speakers up there.
And so they go up there, and and Ethan or Denz has Ethan start playing the ones and twos,
the little hit record,
with some heavy bass to call the snake. And so the snake crawls upside the buildings. All of a sudden, we get planes and helicopters start showing up and start firing missiles at it. It's fucking great. And so Verkle shows up. He starts attacking the guards, which there are a lot of guards for a record company. There are a bunch of fucking guards. But he starts attacking them all. And then once he attacks them, he bites them and then turns them into snakes themselves.
They all turn into snake zombies
like
or whatever
fucking,
the fuck.
Like Cobra from fucking G.I. Joe.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, the funny thing is, this Denzel dude who's just, I mean, he's full on fake Denzel. He like tosses the snake comes up and he tosses the syringe up in the air and then he kicks the fucking syringe and it hits the snake.
Yeah.
Like right dead in the center of the head.
Of course.
But right after it does that, the snake like eats him, and while it's eating him is like a shot of him holding the snake up, and what do you say? Godzilla ain't got shit on me or something.
That's it. Godzilla ain't got shit on me. And he's inside the snake's mouth.
Holding it up.
And it swallows him, so he goes down into his gullet.
Yep.
And he's swimming in the fluid.
Oh my god, yes, they show.
He's swimming in the fluid.
No, wait, that's not him. That's Cam later on.
Is it?
Cam. Yeah, I think it's Cam. And we'll see. Hold on. So the group come across Verkle in the stairwell, and he's full on into like a snake. And what's her face tries to like charm it.
What's her face?
What's her face? The Laura girl tries to charm him, and like so that they won't attack him, whatever. But they finally get to the roof and they start playing a song, and pinballs on the ones and twos. Cam starts performing. You can't hear it again because the fucking sound mixing is bad. But it actually hypnotizes the snake. So then Cam grabs a syringe and stabs him with it, but the snake swallows him too.
Yep.
So he starts swimming in the snake, and it's fucking hilarious.
It is.
Because he gets to the heart and he stabs it in the heart. The snake he gets spit out, and then the snake explodes, which is too bad. But that's the end of the movie, except later on at the end, there's a cutscene at the end where the detective just shows up out of nowhere. He's covered in snake guts.
Yep.
And he shows up because somebody's doing like an Instagram live feed or whatever, and the detective shows up. So he's alive.
Yep, he survived.
And then there's another. This one's really dumb.
And we'll have to say too that the executives at Uppercase Records gave him a deal.
They did. They got a deal.
They performed well. They killed the snake. So
you
saved the city. You saved the city, and you're jamming.
But then there's another cutscene where you see Verkle. And who was the other fucking? I think Ethan, the cop, because Ethan got attacked by the guards, and he got turned into a snake. So all of a sudden, for some reason, Verkle decided to be a superhero. So he and Ethan now wear these dumbass costumes and go around helping people, saving people from criminals in their fucking stupid costumes.
Yep.
But that's like the final end credit scene of the movie and in the movie.
And it was like, where in the hell did that come from?
Out of fucking nowhere.
But you know what? It worked.
It fits.
It worked.
Right,
it worked.
So you're my guest on this one. So let's hear your rating, review, and all that shit.
Well, I thought the acting was brilliantly hilarious. It was exactly what it was supposed to be.
Okay.
You expected foolishness. That's what you get.
Yeah.
But it was actually well done. Like I said, on par with me with Wayans Brothers style comedy, because I actually really like their style of comedy. It makes no sense. They do some outlandish shit, but it worked.
Right.
The parodies and references were hilarious. I mean, it was from all over the place. You had Family Matters. You had Training Day. You had House Party. You had sci-fi B movies with the laser. You had Speed. All kinds of shit.
Speed with the bus. You had all kinds of shit going on.
Boys in the Hood shit. Grandma Walker.
Yep.
So I'll just say the script was funny.
8 Mile with the rap battle.
The story was funny. The fuck the police, all that shit, just out of nowhere. I liked it. I'm giving it a strong brown turd.
Okay, brown turd. Okay.
I'm giving it a brown turd. It's definitely worth watching at least once.
Oh, that's the brown turd is putting in your queue. So
let's hang on to it. Yep.
Okay. I enjoyed it. I love parodies. I feel like the parody this parody did what it could. I feel like it could have gone a bit further. I feel like the best parodies know how to really put it out there without being overly offensive. I'm thinking back to like the classic ones, like the Mel Brooks ones, like Blazing Saddles.
Oh God.
I'm thinking of Airplane. I'm thinking of, I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Yep.
Don't be a menace to South Central, drinking juice in the hood. They same thing. They played on like stereotypes, and they played on cop stereotypes, racial stereotypes, just everything. But they always took it a little bit further than they probably should have. This one played a little safe.
Yeah.
But for what it was, I thought it was hilarious. The acting, like you said, was perfectly hilarious. The references to other stuff was great, especially Family Matters. The snake, the effects were terrible, but but somehow they fit. Like, I think if they had spent all their money on the effects and the snake looked extremely realistic, I think it would have been too much.
Yeah.
Like, it would have took you out of the parody, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think the way it was perfect for the movie. This is one of the few movies that we've watched where I actually enjoyed and liked all the characters, every single one.
Yeah.
Even Alley Jaws,
there wasn't anybody you wanted. Hell no, he was hilarious.
He was great. The fucking fake ass cops, the
yeah,
Denzel and Ethan,
real
they were
funny.
great. Like, even the minor characters, the convenience store clerk, Grandma Jones, it was fucking awesome. And so the only thing that's keeping me from giving it the gold turd is the fact that it is a parody. So for me, the gold turd movies are the ones that are so good, but they're also good in the fact that they're trying to be extremely serious, but but it's so bad in their seriousness that it's funny and it has rewatch value. So I'm gonna have to go brown turd as well, because it's good, it's worth keeping in your queue, but it knows it's a parody.
That's right.
So it's being goofy and satirical on purpose.
Yes.
As opposed to trying to be serious and have a theology, and then it being so bad that it comes across ridiculous.
Exactly.
So I can't give it a gold turd for that, but I can give it a brown turd because it's on VUDU for free. It's on TUBI for free. Go put it in your queue if you have those. You got to watch it.
Got to check it out.
It's hilarious. And just the fact that it's a quote unquote spiritual successor to Snakes on a Plane makes it even better.
Exactly.
So I'm kind of hoping that there's like another one, right? Where maybe not Snake Outta Compton, maybe Snake in the Hood or whatever. And then they loop it back around, so then Samuel L. Jackson comes back in that one as his character from Snakes on a Plane. Bring it back around.
That would be hilarious.
It'd be awesome. So so I'm gonna give it a brown turd as well.
Nice.
Yeah. So I think we mentioned this last week, but we're gearing up for the ending of season 4.
Yep.
We got something special coming up. But then we also got something special coming up for season 5.
Yep. So just keep your eye. We'll be dropping some hints here. We're gonna be going.
Check out the
We're gonna
socials.
get going on our social media again here pretty soon.
Yeah.
You can catch the podcast, past episodes, and all these, of course, anywhere you listen to podcasts. You don't have to look very hard. Spotify, Apple, Apple, and we're on Amazon,
everywhere. Google, iTunes. Spotify, everywhere.
How in the hell do we manage that?
I put us on everywhere.
I don't know. I guess so.
But yeah, so but until then, I'm Chris, and I'll see y'all at the next Shitfest.
Yeah, and this is James, and if it ain't on What the Suck, it ain't shit.